Okay, I think it's recording. Now, let's take a look at lesson 6, 第六课. And the title is 你怎么不吃了? Right, 怎么, we've seen that before. We've seen that from 怎么样, how about it, right? And we've seen that a long time ago, I think. It was when you use 怎么 before a verb, action verb, it means how. For example, 怎么吃,怎么喝 mean how to eat, how to drink, 怎么做, right? But here, when we are introducing another function of 怎么. When you find 怎么 before a verb or an adjective, right? It doesn't mean how anymore. It means how come or why. And the indicator of this function is either a negative 不 or 没有 or a 了 at the end. Right? For example, 你怎么吃苹果? How do you eat apple? Or 你怎么不吃苹果? How come you don't eat? Or how come you didn't eat an apple? Or 你怎么不吃苹果了? Right? Another example, 你怎么去北京? How do you go to Beijing? With what transportation? By what means? 你怎么不去北京? How come you're not going to Beijing? Or 你怎么去北京了? How come you went to Beijing? See, 了 and a negative. Or if it's an adjective, then 怎么 is used to mean how come instead of how. Right? But it's just a plain action verb here. 怎么 verb, nothing else. 怎么 usually means how. Like how to do this thing. Okay, now let's go to the texts. First of all, we have 在学校, 在学校, right? A says, 你知道小王今天什么时候来学校吗? A very long sentence, but not very difficult. 你知道, do you know? So is a clause here. 小王今天什么时候 when or what time? No, what time? When come to school? Do you know what time 小王 comes to school today? Right, so it's pretty easy, really. It's long but very easy. And B says 他已经来了. 来 come, already come, right? Past tense or present perfect. He said 你怎么知道他来了? How do you know? Let's see, in this sentence, it's not how come, right? Because there is nothing added to 知道. 知道 is just a plain verb. Although there's a phrase after 知道, but 知道 doesn't have a negative here or doesn't have a 了 to modify 知道 directly. That's why 怎么 is used as how. How do you know he has come? Right? If I say 你怎么不知道他来了? Then that means how come you don't know that he has come? And B says 我在门外看见他的自行车了. Looks long, but it's easy. 在门外 is a location, right, outside the door. 门外 is outside, or 外面, pretty much the same thing, really. Outside the door, outside. 看见 see 他的自行车 is bicycle. 自行车 a bike. Right? Second one, we have A saying 今天的羊肉很好吃，你怎么不吃了? Now See, this is 怎么 is how come because there's 不 and there is a 了. So it's definitely not a how, but how come. How come you're not eating? Today's mutton. And again, today's mutton, very delicious. 今天的羊肉很好吃. And B says, 这个星期 this week, right? 这星期 also good, right? Also okay. And 天天都吃羊肉。天天 the repetition of a measure word, such as 天 or 个 means every one of them. 天天 means every day. Day day means every day. 个个 or one means everyone, right? 我们个个都是老师. Usually they work with 都, which means both or all. So day, all of them, all the days, 吃羊肉. That's the time and action. 不想吃了 wouldn't like, would like to eat anymore. He says, 那 then 你还想吃什么? Alright, we have 还 here. In last class we learned 还 as a also. No, it is a pretty, rather, right? 还可以 rather okay, but 还 has another meaning. Or the meanings are connected. This extension of the meaning is also, right? Then you also would like to eat what? So that 还 means a repetition of an action. So you were eating something, then what else would you like to eat? You also would like to eat what? All right, so sort of like repetition of an action. That's what 还 means here. And then B says, 来一点儿面条吧。来一点儿面条 noodles. 来 come. And come, the word come is very complicated. When 来, it doesn't mean here, it doesn't mean come. It means bring it to me. This action of coming, right? Something coming from a distance to your place. This whole action is also 来. So when I say 来一点面条 means I'm asking you to bring the 面条 to me. Ba, suggestion. Right. Now we have number 3, saying A saying 昨天你们怎么都没去打篮球？打篮球 is easy, playing basketball. 没去 not 不去。没 means didn't or haven't gone or didn't go. 你们怎么都 all of you, right? How come? Because here is not after 怎么 there's a may there, negative. So there's how come yesterday none of you went to play basketball? Because there's negative. So do is all, right? No, the negative all is none, nobody of you. A B says 为什么？因为 because 昨天下雨，所以 now this is a phrase you need to remember. 因为，所以 because, therefore. I know you don't use those two words like that in English, but in Chinese you can use it. Because, therefore, or although, but we use them together. Right? 所以我们都没有去。我去游泳了。游泳 is to go swimming. 游泳 or swim. And A says 你经常游泳吗？哎，经常 some people mix 经常 and 已经。已经 means already. 经常 means often. You often swim? B says 这个月我天天游泳。Again, 天天 every day. This month I every day will go swim. 我现在70公斤了。I don't know what's the significance of that, but maybe he's lost weight, so he's only 70 kilos now. 我现在70公斤了。Or maybe he gained weight. I don't know. Maybe he gained weight when he's swimming. So now he was 60 kilo. Now he's 70 kilo, but doesn't matter. He's just saying that obviously swimming has made a change to his body weight. And then number 4, A says, 这2天 these 2 days 怎么没看见小张？没看见 negative. How come I didn't see 小张 little 张小张 Well, this is Zhang is a surname. Xiao is a small. So small surname is a sort of a nickname to call somebody who is not as important as you are. Which by important I mean maybe younger than you are or in a lower position. Usually younger, usually age. But if you talk about somebody who's older than you are, you wouldn't say Xiao Zhang. You would say Lao Zhang, yeah, old Zhang. That's how sometimes people call each other using only surnames. And B says, 他去北京了. That's easy to understand. So, 去北京了,去北京了,是去旅游吗? And then 是 is used at the beginning of the sentence to emphasize. 去旅游吗? Or 他去旅游吗? 他是去旅游吗? It does go into traveling, right? And B says 不是. No, 不是。听说 we learned that before. 听 hear and say, which means I heard. 是去看他姐姐. It is. B went to see his older sister. Okay, now I do think that lesson 6 is much easier than lesson 5. If you don't find it the same, then I'm sorry. Okay, so that's that. Hope you had a good time previewing this lesson. See you in the class. Bye bye.